Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In this video, we will going to see what is API group and the automated policy in Anypoint API Manager. Basically, MuleSoft has introduced a new feature that is known as API group, and like automated policies are like it's a older one only. So, but what is automated policy? So automated policy, like it's a concept or it's a like part of the Anypoint platform, in which if you add any policy within automated policy, in that case that policy will be applied to all the instance of the API in your API manager. Okay, so what I mean to say, let I have created a rate limiting policy under automated policy. In that case, what will happen, that rate limiting policy will apply to all your API instance available in API manager. So let's consider you have a requirement like you have like some security requirement in your organization. So they want like to inject some header, okay, with each and every request, right, for each API. In that case, you can add that policy into the header injection policy into the automated policy, so it will applied to each and every API, right? Apart from that, like if you have any logging requirement through policy, like for all the APIs, you can add such kind of policy into automated policies. So let's read. Configuring and using automated policies enabled your Anypoint platform instance to comply with the common security and logging requirement by automatically applying the same sort of policy to all the APIs running in the single environment. With policy automation, API owners can quickly design, build and deploy secure and consistent APIs. So let me go to my API manager. In my API manager, I have a two instance of API. One is for open banking and another is for time zone, right? So there are two instances of API. So what I have to do, I have to, like if you go to this API, right, let me open this API. So in this API, if you see, there is a no policy applied, right? So there is a no policy, right? So similar for time zone API, again there is a no policy, right? So here you can see there is something called automated policy. So whatever policy you added in the automated policy will be visible here. Let me go to settings. Let me add some labels so for for better readability. So I can say this is time zone prod API. Okay, that's it. Same thing I will do for my open banking API. So generally I prefer to add some label so we can get a better readability. So open banking API. Okay, now so I will go to my automated policy and I will apply some basic authentication policy. So right now if you see my this particular API, right, HTTP, let me copy this API. This is my open banking API. So on the top of this open banking API, I don't have any policy, right? And I have other time zone API. Let me show you that also. So this is my time zone proxy API. So there is a no authentication or no policy on the top of it. So I can go to automated policy. I can say apply new automated policy. Okay, in this I can use a simple basic authentication policy. This one I can use the latest version. I can say configure policy, and an username I can give admin, a password I can give as admin. A simple policy. Okay, just I want to explain the concept, that's why I just going with a simple policy. Let me go to open banking API and let me check if there is any policy visible now. Yes, you can see there is a basic authentication policy is visible. Let me go to time zone API and let me check if there is any policy visible to this. Yes, you can see there is a policy visible to this. Let me try and browse the URL. Okay, I don't know why it takes some time the policy to get applied, so let's wait, or let me try on other browser for now. It will ask me for username and password. I can say signing. You got the response. Let me try time zone API. Here it's fine, it getting the response from CAS, so I can try here. Okay, so you can sign in. Okay, so that is how you can apply the policy, automated policy, to any base. Just give me a second. Okay, so guys, that is how you can apply a automated policy to your AnyPoint API. Okay, the next thing there is one concept recently introduced by MuleSoft. So before we moving into that concept, so what I can do, let's keep as it is. So I applied the automated policy. So there is a concept introduced by MuleSoft, that is API group. Okay, in this what you can do, you can group the instance of your API. So basically why we want to, so basically like if there are some customer or there are some client, he wants access to open banking API and the time zone API, so you can group that API into a single group, whereas the other client just want the access to time zone API, so you can group that into some other group, and you can define the SLA on each and every group, or different kind of SLAs on each and every groups. Okay, so let me do how we can create a group. Before that I will just open MuleSoft documentation, so which explains in better way. Using API group enables you to bundle your API and the resources to solve specific user need. Instead of using individual resources and API from list, user can request access to and use this in the package that solve specific problem for them. When you create a API group, you can customize the instance of that group with different SLAs and rate limit condition based on the problem the instance must solve. Okay, and you can then publish the API group to AnyPoint Exchange, so user can subscribe to the package. So basically what you can do, you can publish this whole group to the API Exchange, and any user, any third party can directly subscribe to that particular package. I will show you that. So I will go to API group, I will say create API group. So first I will say like I can give some group name. So what group name I can give? I can say XYZ, or I can say some domain or something like okay, I can say XYZ group. I can give a version, so you can always maintain the version for your group. Create a group. In this group you can start grouping your API instance. You can select the open banking, and I can say this is my version 1.0 open banking API. That why I give the label, because we get some proper name. Production. Now I want time zone API, a time zone prod API, save it. Okay, here you can see, you can add the, I can say XYZ group. So I have a open banking and time zone. You can give any label, just I'm giving the label. Okay, here you can define a SLA tires. So I will define some SLA tires. So basically approval manuals, choose the approval method for upcoming access required. You can define the SLA tires. Okay, like this. but let's keep as it is for now. So just do nothing with SLA tires. I will show you now. I can create one more group. So before creating anything, let me go to this group. I want to publish this to Exchange. So you can give XYZ group your publish. Okay. Okay, this group has been published to the Exchange. Now I will create one more group. I can say PQR group. You can give any name, version 1.0 for this group. Then I can say continue. Here you can add environment. Here for this particular group I just give the access to open banking API. Okay, here you can, instead of version, that's fine, even you can mention the label PQR group, and under this I can say open banking API. Okay, you can save it and you can publish to Exchange. Publish. Okay, next. Okay, now you can go to got it. Now go to Exchange. These are the two groups which we have created. Let me see what are the things in XYZ group instance. So there is a open banking and the time zone API. So you can say public, it can be publicly available. If you want to see in developer portal, you just click on this particular public. Okay, so now next thing, and also make sure your both instance are also publicly available. Next thing, PQR group. In this PQR group you will see there will be only one open banking. You can make this as a public. Okay, now you can go to public portal. Before that you need to share this API on the public portal. Say share version 1.0, save it. Okay, we have shared PQR group. Now we have to share XYZ group on the public portal. Okay, so let me go to public portal. Before that let me explain what is SLA tires. This is the service level agreement. There are two kind of default. The default limit applies to all the instance. This means SLA limit is applicable to every API instance in that group. Okay, individual, as an administrator you can define the individual limit for within the API group instance. Okay, there are two kind of, so by default there is some kind of SLA is available, individual. So for each and every API group you can define the individual SLAs. So you can see your group has been published to the developer portal. You can click on this group instance. You can click on open banking if you want to see open banking related APIs. Okay, and it will load everything, whatever the methods, everything get. And open banking production instance, if I say 1 2 3 4, it will accept username and password. You got the successful response. Okay, I want to show you more thing. Let me go to API manager. So what we have seen, how we can create a group, right? Then how we can apply the automated policy. Okay, and then how we can publish to Exchange, how we can publish to developer portal. Let me go to API group. Okay, under SLA, so create a API group SLA to control rate traffic to API instance group. Add SLA, so automatic or manually approval. So I can say gold. Okay, so if we say gold, in gold it require what kind of, let me manual approval. Or okay, and I will say I want to process a 10 request in 1 minute. Okay, this is for I am doing it for. Okay, I want to process 10 requests per minute. Then I can add more SLA tier. I can get say silver. I can say automatic approval, continue. I can just say two requests in 1 minute. Okay, save it. Okay, we have defined the for XYZ. Now for PQR I will define something. I'm sorry. So for PQR I can go to SLA tires. I can create one SLA tire silver for it. Okay, so it is automatic approval. I can continue. I can give a 20 request or 10 request 1 minute for silver. In that we given the two requests one for every 1 minute. Okay, save it. Now what I have to do, now I have to go to automated policy. I will remove this particular policy. For SLA to apply we need to allow a rate limiting policy. Apply new automated policy, then go to rate limiting SLA based policy, configure policy. Okay, I want client ID and the client secret in the header. Okay, so here we can define a SLA for each and every group, right? So and this SLA will applicable to all the APIs within that group. Okay, so let me try with something. So let me close all this thing I don't require now. Let close, 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 close. So now I applied the rate limiting policy and everything. Now what is the next step? Next step, we have to generate a client ID and the client secret for both the API. Okay, let me do. Let me go to my exchange. For PQR group, okay, I can request the access from my exchange itself. I can PQR group. You can create, you can take any application, or I can create a new application which is a better PQR app. Create. Okay, define the SLA. For this we have only one SLA which is silver. It will give me a client ID and the client secret. I will write this for PQR gold. Okay, now I will close this. I will go to other instance which is XYZ. I will request the access, select the group, create a new application XYZ app, create. Okay, cancel it. It's some cancel it. Let me do again. So this is XYZ app. I will use for gold. Let first create for silver. Silver will allow two requests. No, for both instance it will request two instance per minute. Okay, for both the API, for time zone as well for open banking. Copy. Then copy. I will say XYZ silver. Okay, close. Now I will request access for gold one also. XYZ. I can say XYZ app gold, request access. Okay, so we have to create a new application for this. XYZ, create, I can say XYZ gold app, create. I will just, there is some problem, it doesn't get refresh, so let me try again. XYZ gold app, so I will select gold, request access. So it require, you will be notified, so your it's pending. Okay, close it. Then you can go to your API manager. Okay, so you can go to like group. In this group you can go to this particular instance. Okay, you can go to contract, you will see there's something for approval, you approve it. Okay, so once you approve it, you can go to application, the client application. You will get the email also for client ID and client secret. So here is my client ID and the client secret for XYZ gold. This is my client ID and client secret. So let me test some of the APIs using REST client. So what I can do, I want to insert some headers. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Close. So I want to pass a client ID, a client secret. Okay, so I want one more URL, so copy this URL. So I have a two URL, one is for time zone. Okay, so instead of that time zone, I can say time zone Europe Amsterdam. Okay, so first I will test this particular. So PQR have only access to open banking API. Okay, so let me try with this. So it allowed, PQR allowed 10 requests per minute. Okay, so let me check it. So one, if I try to change invalid client ID, what happens? It failed. Invalid client ID, that is fine. So I send the one request, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got the quota exceeded, right? Because we send the 11, because it will allow only 10 requests in the 1 minute. Okay, so if you try after 1 minute, it will work. So let me try with this Amsterdam, what happens, whether will it allow. Okay, invalid client, because this is not allowed basically, right? We got 401 unauthorized. For that particular group, we cannot access this particular URL. Let me try with some other thing, with silver one. In this, I think there's a 2 request is allowed. 1, 2, 3, because it's only allowed 3, 2, but still we can put the two requests on the open banking one. 1, 2, this is failed, right? So this is correct behavior. Let me test with a third one, gold. Okay, so let me try how many requests it allowed. It allowed, I think it's more than 10, right? So this is also part of XYZ group. So this will work. Then let me try time zone also. Time zone will time zone will also work, right? So like this API group is one of very useful feature provided by MuleSoft. It is very easy, like if 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 we are giving access to some like to the multiple APIs to some client, right, we can group it and we can provide no access to that particular bundle, so it's a very good feature. So I hope you like this video, right? If you like this video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.